Hello, what's up guys? My name is East Coast Prince and this is my reaction channel. Actually, this is my second reaction ever in my channel and I'm reacting today to Martel Cypher 2. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction because I'll be telling you everything about the rappers there, and following up the reaction I'll be trying to analyze their lines and see who had a dope line or who had a wag bar. So basically today is just about rap, and these guys are really good. This is Chalk City in collaboration with Martel, and they've done their first cypher so far. They've done their first cypher. They did, I think, 6 months to 8 months back. They did their first cypher, and it got the world, it got Nigeria buzzing. Sorry, and now they've come back with the Purification, and this is their second cypher. And you know, the thing about Martel, difference between Martel and Hennessy is that Martel, they try to put a lot of class in their cypher. They really do a lot of work, the videography, the dressing, and in fact everything is really well organized. Unlike Hennessy kind of uses a lot of rappers. You can't even define the number of people that have been using Hennessy. You know, Vector is always there, Elbis is always there, Boogie and other upcoming Nigerian arts, YC, Fouls too. But now they use a lot of rappers, especially the upcoming ones, so it's not as detailed as Martel Cypher. Martel, they put a lot of work, so when you see their products, when they bring the video out, it's really very detailed and the delivery is nice. The result is very good compared to what you see in Hennessy. So you enjoy Martel Cypher more. So let's check out this reaction and see what it's all about. Hello guys, so I started the cypher and let's see how it goes. So as usual, Black Bros will start as usual. It's starting, so you know, always comes with this fire verse.
Niggas really asking why I be so cocky.
Yeah.
You should ask your sister why I be so cocky. When your mom's coming late, blame that shit on traffic.
Wait, did you hear that verse? He said, your mom's coming late, blame that shit on traffic. I think what he meant there was that you know, coming as in coming, coming, and coming as in coming like squirting, like ejaculating, like sex. So it's just like a metaphor or double entendre. I don't know, but it's a line, Sha. You know how rap is.
Niggas dissing, I ain't feeling much. Coming at me for having this shit that y'all been wishing for. It's like Miley telling Kim K that she ain't thick enough. Lil Pump telling Jay to get his money up.
So you can see his comparisons there. Miley Cyrus, Kim K. You know Kim K is obviously bigger. Miley Cyrus is quite thicker. So it's like Miley Cyrus telling Kim K that she ain't thick enough. That's like you're being like the opposite, child. Or Lil Pump telling Jay-Z to get his money up. We all know that Jay-Z is like the only rapper that is a billionaire, and Lil Pump is just an upcoming rapper, upcoming trapper, what they call the music, trap music. So you can see the comparison there. So it's almost like he's saying that all these rappers that they are not up to his level and they are trying to give him advice, so they don't deserve to give him advice. They're not to the level where they can give him advice. So that's what he's saying there. Yeah. Wow. Wow. The after party. Wow. You know what I like about Black Boy? I like the way his charisma in his rap. He's so confident of himself, despite the fact that he's a youngster. So confident of himself, and his delivery is always very nice. You enjoy when you listen to this rap. You don't have to really settle down and check out or try to analyze the lyrics. You just enjoy the delivery. Some rappers are like that. They don't really have good, very strong lyrics, but their delivery is very nice. But Black Boy actually has good lyrics, but he has also a good delivery. That what makes people like him, and his father is young, he's a youngster, and very confident of himself. So some people might see it as clout, but come on, in the rap game, for it to be noticed, you have to clout chase at times. So let's get on with it.
In your defense, it was a searching for hype. In my defense, I got Van Dyke and go din on the sides while I be shitting on these rappers. On my verse.
In your defense, you'll be searching for hype. In my defense, I got Van Dyke I don't know the other name he said, but when you talk about Van Dijk, I think it's a footballer. So when talking about defense, he's talking about strong defenders, football. So you can see how he analyzes and arranges his words. So these guys are actually very good. Blackbone is a very good rapper.
Be like body breaks, reconfigure their faces, make it hard not to body shame. Someone asked me why I give attention when they fucking hate. It's like driving, gotta look at dummies when you overtake.
Wow, you can see how he said that. The way he arranged the word. Say some people ask him why he give attention. So he said, like driving, you have to look at dummies when you overtake. So imagine when you're driving and you're overtaking and looking at them like hi, bye bye. So it just the swag, you know, the flow, the swag and the flow, or the flow in the swag. Anyone.
I'm done with that stupid talking, yeah. Your faith is gonna beat me. Nigga, put your money on it. Walking till it's 6 foot sleeping, bro. I ain't backing down.
Yeah.
Mainstream rapper is now underground.
Wow.
Shut the fuck up. Do you know who you're talking to? I'm a lion, I'm a beast. A cheetah, my shit goes zoom.
Wow.
Dogger than my stripes, a tiger the way I move.
Wow.
Bigger than you niggas, the elephant in the room.
Wow. He's way bigger than the niggas, the elephant in the room. I think he said something about cheetah going zoom. I think when you talk about zoom, I think he said the lion is something and a cheetah going zoom. So when you talk about, I think zoom, the advert has a cheetah as part of the logo. You know, it moves very fast. So come on, you just arrange the words well, and you can see that Black Bones, it really started well. I think Martel has a thing of using Black Bones because I think he comes with a very fire verse. He has so much energy and so much charisma, so he's the best person to start. Unlike the next person to go on, Luz has good lyrics, but Luz is the kind of guy who doesn't really have that energy and charisma like Black Bones does, being that it's just different personalities. So Luz is not the kind of person to start a track if you want people to really get into the track. It's not a person to be in the middle where the track stabilizes. Not that he's a bad rapper, he's a good rapper, but his lyrics are more deep than his delivery, and his charisma is just on the average. So you cannot just compare, you cannot put Luz to start. So that's why I think Martel know what they do when they arrange the rappers, Black Bones, then Luz. So let's check out what Luz has to do.
I heard the youngin' cloud chasing up the last cipher.
Wow.
Dictate, you punch lines, you a typewriter. Y'all
Do you guys understand that line? You punch lines, you're a typewriter. Agitate, you punch lines, you're a typewriter. When you said that, you know, when you're typewriting, you're punching it. So you punch lines, you're a typewriter. It's good. And Luz, I say, Luz has good lyrics, but you have to, if you're looking at his overall charisma and gesture, you might not really like him as a rapper, but if you check out his lyrics, you see that this guy is good. So let's go on with it.
dope, where's the flame? You a bad lighter. This one not inside life, as far as bars, I am a lifer. They keep trying to pull me back. I pay artists now. Y'all still gossiping for free in your 30s? Wow, you don't believe though. I stopped rapping for free, so y'all better have them chips in the bag. Tell them no Fritos.
Wow.
This nigga's lurking, I'm big.
You better have some chicks in the bag. Tell them no fiddles. He's talking about girls. He's also talking about chicken as in chicks, hens. I know when you have little chicks, hens, you have to give them feed. So tell them no fiddles. That means there's no food for them.
Up bitches twerking, my niggas working. Them stages, state of mind is always been the whopping. Told y'all the brakes failed on this train. We never stopping. See 100 pounds is pain relief. My pockets ain't been hurting.
Wow.
You talking cash? I'm a romantic, a hopeless one. I won't stop until I'm burning it like Oprah's on. So
Nice.
what's the focus on? You got your lands and advances. I get tense. My family has to worry about expenses.
Wow. You can see how it drops those things. I think what they call them is multi-syllabic rhyming, expenses, tenses, all those kind of rap. It's all part of rap, multi-syllabic rhyming. I think he really did well in that one.
My aim pool is using brokers. Yesterday's tenses built bridges, y'all build defenses. I'm the man, y'all a bunch of fucking Mike Pences. This
Wow.
is come make my benches. Must I remind you that this is 10 years of fucking pro. What
Wow.
you want, rookie?
Wow, 10 years. 10 years, that means it started 2009. I think Emma started 2008, and I know Luz has been in Loopy Records long before now, so it's like, kind of like the oldest person still in Loopy. So it's true when he said that 10 years of rap. I think he has been there for a long time. You know all these, I don't know what to call it, I think B class rappers, all the Luz Cannon, Terry the Rapman, Ferocious. So the guys that were there, like the B class rappers, they are not really like the mainstream, but they are there, really doing backup work and support. So I think that's where Luz falls in.
fuck your faith can't cook me. This year is sure bet, you should listen to the bookie. I'm black told me last year, this year don't overbook me. So now your little fingers keep sounding like glitter singers. Every time the kid delivers, y'all gon' crown million rivers.
Wow.
We in the house and everything is for sale. But if you want to smoke, we did hand for back like ponytail.
He said something here. He said one thing. He said this year short bet, you should overbook me. And you know, when you talk about betting, you talk about booking. So you booking betting. So it's adding that it's a short bet. That means it's really sure for him, and you should overbook him as in booking for shows and all those things. Then talk about betting, like betting platforms, and also talk about booking your ticket. So I said that one. Then he said with the hand for back like ponytail. So he said as a big guy, he's relaxing at the back. Then like ponytail, that should be like a metaphor. Ponytails, you know, ponytail always at the back. So Tony Lewis has good lyrics, but if you are going with overall appearance and gestures, you might not really enjoy him, especially the fact that most people that are really into this rap music are the youths and less of the advanced people. And Lewis is kind of like an advanced class. That's why people appeal more to Black Gold, because it's showing that youthful vibe. Lewis is a big guy now. It's a big guy and stuff like that. So let's go. Wow.
This is the moment y'all been waiting for. They're hating y'all get ahead of yourselves. Why you masturbating for?
Aha. Even that line is kind of like cliche. I think I've heard it a lot of times in different ways though. But they say you all get ahead of yourselves. Well, what are you masturbating for? You all get ahead as in trying to act more than you are, like getting ahead of yourself, acting more than your age. Then you all get ahead of yourself. What are you masturbating for? So when you talk about head, you talk about sex, giving head. So get ahead of yourself. What are you masturbating for? So getting head, masturbation. I've heard it before, but come on, it's still a good line to use. Wow. So some people don't really know AQ. Some people didn't know AQ until Martel Cypher 1. And AQ has been one guy that has been consistent and has always been there, like right from the beginning. AQ was not in Loopy Records. AQ before, I think I've heard AQ has released a lot of mixtapes, about 2-3 mixtapes before he eventually got recognized by MI. AQ is one of the I'm talking about top 10 underrated but very good rappers in Nigeria. AQ is one of them. AQ is good, like very good. He has good lines. Sometimes he adds storylines to his raps. And if you have, and our advice, if you don't really know him, you can go and Google Idols by AQ. I think it's one song that I listened to and I enjoyed because he actually explained how he was struggling to get Emma's attention and stuff. This song came out like 4 years ago or 5 years back. But AQ is a good rapper. So if you don't know AQ, I think you should look at him more as in this guy is good. He's good.
Than a slice of pizza. The worst thing since Domino's Pizza, Mona Lisa. Rap is UC, shoe and junk food. Degenerating like meals from Chicken Republic.
You can see I added a lot of like he used sentences and he related them with fast food, Domino's Pizza, Chicken Republic, I said something like Mona Lisa. So the guy is actually, if you listen to that line, you will really get it. I don't really get the line, to be honest, but I know that he meant something there. So, but I'm not junior, so I can't really decipher that one as proper. But let's go on with it. Oh, no, I got that line. When I rap, it sticks. If you rub it together, you can kindle a fire. People should listen. When I rap, it sticks as a stick. You know, when you have a stick and you rub it together, you know, in those days before they started using lighters and matches, you rub sticks together and it brings out fire. So now when you rap, it sticks as a sticks in your head, and it can bring out, and if you think about it, it brings out fire. That means it's actually a fire verse. Man, this guy is smart. You guys should applaud me for giving it to all this, like breaking it down for you guys like this.
The music became biased. The situation required the almighty formula.
At your brow. See, do the mass. I got the master. And fuck you and your masters. Your masters will want shit even after 100 years after. So it's more like it's a wordplay though, as in he's a master in this. If you do the mass, you know that him is a master of mass. Then your masters as in degree will want shit even 100 years after. So it's just like a wordplay, you know, master, using one word that in different contexts. Let's go.
100 years a slave on a slave ship to Alaska, yet you ride the same wage that made the white man your master. Before independence, and I wonder what became distinguished. Before the colonization by the British, I had seen this. They studied the genetics of the Nigerian spirit, the biology of kings, the evolution of my kingship. Before the introduction of English, or you would reach it, I was spitting in linguistics with a flow that could sink ships. Anybody would do, I'm like.
He has been spitting in linguistics with a flow that could sink ships. Okay, I get it. His flow, you know, when you talk about rap, you talk about rap flow. And the flow could sink ships, that means his flow is very heavy and it comes with storms and it could sink ships. That's like sea, flowing, sinking ships, then his flow, sink ships. So, let's go.
Like me, I'm on a pink trick. When I see rappers, I see food and eat them up until I'm seasick.
Oh god, that line. When he see rappers, he see food, then he eats them up until he seasick. Okay. Some people don't get that line, but let me explain to you. When he see rappers, like say rappers, he sees food, so he sees them as food and he eats them up until he becomes seasick. Because when you stay in the sea for too long or you eat seafood, you become seasick. Then when you see rappers, he sees seafood, as in seafood, you understand? Seafood like all those food from the sea, all those periwinkles and all those seafood, you understand? And he eats them up, he eats seafood up until he's seasick. So I told you, this guy's good. You guys should give accolades to all these rappers from Chocolate City, man. These guys are good though. Well, we know that, I don't want to say that Yemi Alade is not in his level or is not in his league, but come on, he said that he's constantly mad because the show is going in the net. So he wants to see his happy place to be within Yemi Alade's leg. Obviously, he's crushing on her. So, but I don't think she has his time. I think she's going for she'll be going for people that are like in the mainstream that their name are buzzing, you understand? She will not go for AQ. I'm sorry to say AQ, I'm sorry. But you know, anyway, there are some guys that have gone for some ladies. I'm not even going to say about last, but I don't know. But I said I shot well with the net because if you shoot the shot, you know, go hit some. She will not even really look at his face when you shoot the shot. So it's missing the net, obviously. So it's not hitting the net. So let's go there. Let's check out more. Okay, I don't know if you got that line. I just got the line now. Cocaine on the table is the only time you draw the line. You know that when people want to take cocaine, they will pour it and they will arrange the thing like this. And after arranging the thing, they will now. So they are drawing line and this thing. So that is saying the only time you draw the line is talking to the haters is when they are smoking cocaine. Let's go. I told you we are getting somewhere.
Heads are better than one. About 1,000 maritime. 100 pounds, we're getting it done. Plans are organized. Disorganized crime is that Yahoo life you immortalized. Fuck, you know I left out some words, but of course.
Yeah, you know that is good that they didn't say it. You wanted to talk about people don't know their names. You might not know them because they're from another country. But if you're from Nigeria, you know Buha and Tinua. We don't need to complete them. He said that he left down some name before they come for him.
I don't want to DSS at my door. Haters be shouting Jesus.
Wow. I told you, this guy is too smart. So he said I X'd them out like I did them in Roman figures. Alright, IXM, I don't know what it means, but I know IXM is actually a Roman figure for, I know M is 100, IX should be 10. I think so. Oh, IX is in 9. I beg, so I'm not the good person in math. So when you hear IXM, you can check it out in Roman figures. You know that's what he meant, sha. So that's what he meant there. So I told him my guy is going.
Like the rosary is always close to me. The value can see they can't hold the verses I'm holding me. The best stolen me. My class, that's a me.
Wow.
Respect my artists again, better put a hold on me.
Say the Vatican City can hold all these verses. You know the Vatican City now, the big city of the Catholic Church, and all the verses in the Bible, they can't hold these verses. So he said other things, but I'm sorry that I'm really posting this video and I'm not making people enjoy it, but that's the aim of my reaction to explain to you, and so you know the intricate part of the detailed part of this cipher. Are you getting me, guys? Alright, let's continue. Wow. Now, okay. Keep calm, guys. Our Oga is about to enter. The boss of the bosses, M.I. Abaga, number one rapper, African rappers number one. It's about to enter and give us the verses. You can see how the boss is intro. He didn't just come in poor. They are showing everybody that okay, this is the leader. Follow the leader, papa. This is the leader of the cipher, and it's about to come and drop the bars. So let's wait up and listen to M.I. Abaga, Jude Abaga. And by the way, he follows me on Twitter though, so I'm his biggest fan. I'm one of his biggest fans, so I know a lot about this guy. So let's listen to the verses and let us analyze. You know, his delivery is going to be 100, so that one is just for sure. Let's just check out what he's saying. You understand? You know he's going to brag. We all know his pattern. M.I. bragging, delivery check, charisma check. You know. Now let's check out. Let's check it out.
So y'all don't make the cipher here. We don't get any appreciation. We call it charity and poverty alleviation.
Okay. You see, they don't get any appreciation in their ciphers. So let them call it charity, poverty alleviation. That is. Let's just do it to alleviate people from poverty, like a charity work. That's what they're doing the cipher for. Okay?
Y'all economists, cause it was like an economic forum or like an oil drilling, my nigga, that shit was boring.
I don't know who's referring to there, but he said that their cipher, I'm sure, is taking shots at NSC. So he's saying that their cipher is more like an economic forum or like an oil drilling machine. That shit was boring, as in bore. You know that when you drill a hole down, you bore into it. So it was boring down the hole. Cha! Chairman. We're gonna accolades. Let's go.
Yes, I heard you talking. I'm big brother, I'm always watching. Let's discuss your options.
Wow.
Let's get to boxing.
Everybody
close to the dude, better stop him or tell him to get a coffee.
Wow.
Steady curving and swerving like screaming.
With the 8. Wow. So I said, okay, this scribbling 8s. You've been curving like scribbling 8s. I don't know who is this thing, but everybody I think is taking shots at Vector. But I think I know he's taking shots at Vector. So yeah, curving like scribbling 8s. But I just when I heard that, I just thought okay, he was just referring to curve at 8, no hit as curves. Then but some people say that it's also like a metaphor for Vector's song 8. Because Vector actually did a song some time back called 8. So I think he also referred to that song scribbling 8s. Then let's check it out.
When you're ready, it'll be a seismic event. I think you're chicken though, because chickens are known to lie with their hen.
Okay.
I made it safe for y'all 2008.
Okay. Okay. So I made it safe when it was 2008. But when I see when I'm browsing is all I see is hate. I think so. But when you talk about safe 2008, you all know that MI's big hit single Safe was released 2008. So it's referring to that song here, and also it's in a sentence that had a different meaning. So are you guys getting MI? I'm sure you are getting him. Okay, MI. You know what he said? You see, I've been accommodating like a house in the next state or so, a house in the next state or like an house in the next state. Okay, accommodation, being around them, house and estate. But he got the Ruger now. Are you sure you want these cars in your state? Okay, in Nigeria, the committee of cattle rearers are called the Ruger. Alright, and he has the Ruger now. That means he's ready for the beef. You know, cows, beef. He's ready for the beef. Are you sure you want those beef in your state? Are you sure you want the cows in your state? Oh, let's go. Let's continue. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's also referring to people that are hating on Black Bones. You know, Black Bones has always been in his head, I'm the best rapper in Africa. Even did a song, I'm the best rapper in Africa, which caused a lot of controversy and a lot of buzz. So, I think he also referred to that here. So he hating on Black because he is obviously the leader and is defending Black Bones. So,
300 crowds, we need like 96 more crowds in the place. I'm a wordsmith with an impeccable rep.
Wow, no doubt, no doubt.
Even arable yet. I'm doing parables, quotables, plus I'm an animal. Only dudes notable to be standing so close to Judah, my homies, and you know who.
Okay, we know MI for this. MI loves multi-syllable. He likes multi-syllabic rhyming. So parables, notable, laba, laba, lubu, laba, lu. I don't really hear anything, but I know that it makes sense and it's MI. He knows how to do all this multi-syllabic rhyming. I think he must have gotten it from a little bit of Eminem, a little bit of other stuff, but it's part of rap and it's makes rap very interesting and really fun to listen to. So, you know MI. So, he has done the variables, he has done it, but it's nice, you know, let's go.
So who really the best rappers in Africa? Who the charts but still get a lyrical massacre? Put it like this, as long as MI exists, I'm number one and y'all can figure out the rest of the list.
Wow. Okay, this is the MI statement that angered people, as in people got angry from this statement because he said that he is number one and we can only figure out the rest in his list. Okay, let's hear the list now. Okay. And the best day. Okay. 2 Ghanaians, Manifest, Sarkodie. 3 rappers from SA, Nasty C, Casper, and 8KE. And 1 Kenya rapper we all know is Calligraph Jones. So he said, okay, let's continue. Let's see what he's saying.
Give the legends their props, and then this morning you did it like me. That's where it stops.
Okay. Gives the legends the props. Okay, the legend Idris Abdulkarim, Mode 9. Who else? I don't know if I'll put into saying the class of legends. I don't know, but I think he's talking about them. Then they say 4 people who do it like him. This is where it gets confusing. We know that Ice Prince, Jesse Jags are the 2 people, are 2 of the 4 that did like him. Some people said that he also made that Vector is also part of that. But I don't know if he will refer to Vector when he's actually showing shades at Vector. But we know the MI is the kind of guy that even if you throw shade at somebody, it doesn't take away the respect he has for the person. He can throw shade at you for rap stick, but it doesn't take it personal. So he might also give him his props. He might also give him his props as part of the 4 people that have done it like him. But let's go. I already know 2, Jesse Jazz and Ice Prince. So the meaning to, please help me fill it in, because I can't really tell the meaning to. So let's continue.
Got it? Okay, let's do a recap. Tell homie to drop your joints like you missing a kneecap.
Okay, just drop your joints, missing a kneecap. You all know the kneecap is a joint. And then drop your joints. If you drop your joints like you missing a kneecap, it's a metaphor. So you know, kneecap joints. Let's go.
Speak up. I know you fake, you like Bobrisky's geek up. And yet again, it might just beat the beat up.
Wow.
The last thing, rest in peace to be elect. Spent his last year trying to get the game to reconnect.
Wow.
Legend in my eyes, so hear it from me. Respect. Salute, King. My prayer is never may we forget.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Wow. End of the cipher, and so far so good. You have heard it all and you've seen it. These guys, the overall performance was fire, and if I'm to rank, as other reaction channels do, so I'll rank it according to the best down to the least person that did. All of them were good, but we also know that we have to rank it from the person that came first and the last person. So number 1, to me, number 1 should be MI. Why? Delivery was 100. For charisma, he was 100. Then I know you threw shades, but you know how MI is now. MI was, you enjoyed his verse the most. Then MI number 1, followed by Black Bones number 2. Number 2, Black Bones. Black Bones, you already know why. The guy is like, it's on fire, man. It's on fire. They were just dragging head to head, Black Bones and MI, but we all know the boss is the boss there. The chairman is the chairman, so he also killed it. So it's number 1. Then Black Bones is number 2. Then AQ is number 3. AQ is number 3. Then Loose Canaan is number 4. So that's the ranking for me. MI number 1, Black number 2, AQ number 3, then Loose Canaan number 4. I think so far so good. All of them did very well. But this is the ranking from number 1 down to the least enjoyable, the least person that did the delivery the most. Well, aside that being said, I know Martel is fire, man, and Chocolate City have been doing really good to try to bring back hip-hop back to Nigeria. So I think this cypher is a wake-up call to young artists, especially to NSC, and I knew that Shades will also come back. Like Vector doesn't know how to stay calm. If Vector hears this verse, he might want to reply on the track, and other rappers might come, because when Black Bones released Best Rapper in Africa, he had some reply from many upcoming rappers, and someone like Tentic came up at him. So I'm sure as he came here and he said the same thing and bragged again, other rappers will come for him. So let's wait for other replies from this cypher. I know it will get a lot of reaction and other replies from the cypher. So with that being said, I'm really sorry for the noise at the background of the video. I'm in Nigeria, man, no light. I have to use generator. Even if I use light, this light will just go off and on. So please pardon me for the generator sound at the background. I believe when I go to America in the future and I'm doing my reaction, I won't get any of these issues. But if you didn't like the way it showed on my reaction, like the whole size of the YouTube thing, I'm really sorry for that. It wasn't intentional. I just go carry on my reaction and I forgot to make it full screen for you guys to see. So with that being said, please drop a like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to East Coast Praise. I have only 8 subscribers as I'm talking to you. I want to get it to 1,000 in the next few months, so please subscribe to YouTube, and if you have any suggestion for me, please leave it down below. So with that being said, thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next reaction. Bye.